Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Loud and Louder with Joey G. Good morning on this Saturday morning, late morning, around 11:30. What's going on, everybody out there? Big day today here in Philadelphia. The Eagles play the Redskins at Washington at, FedEx Field, Dan? At 4:25. And I'm going to get to my wrestling in a minute about Triple H. I just want to real quick for about a minute or two talk about the Eagles. They have to win this game. Well, actually, if we lost this game and Indy beats Dallas tomorrow and we end up both going 10-6, which I don't think we'll lose today. I really think we'll win. If we lose, it'll be the Giants next week. But I think the Eagles will win out, go 11-5, be tied with Dallas at 11-5, and Dallas might lose out. You know what I mean, D-Mac? They might lose out. You know what I mean? I mean, for real, think about Dallas, Dan. They're 7-0 on the road. So if they're 7-0, how many wins they got? 10, right? They're 10-4, right? We're 9-5. So 10 wins. You're 7 on the road. 7 wins on the road. You only won 3 games at home. Is that a Super Bowl team, Dan? Is that? I mean, hey, I despise the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? I despise that star. It's causing a friction between me and my friend Kurt. But I'm an E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles are gonna kick ass. They're gonna kick hog fags ass down on FedEx Field. And then we'll go to the Giants, and I'm a Giants fan. But, hey, the Giants ain't doing nothing this year. If the shoes were reversed and the Eagles were going nowhere, I'd want the Giants to win, of course. You know what I mean? Because the Eagles would be going nowhere. But, you know, my team is the Eagles. And, you know, do I think, hey, all I want is a playoff, is a home game in the playoffs, which we'll get. We win the division, the NFC East. We'll be the 3 seed at 11-5. Hopefully, you know what I mean? And God willing, and a playoff win. That's all I want, which probably will get Arizona. Because I think, there's that game. Isn't it Seattle and Arizona tonight? And I think Seattle will win that. And I think it's a shame because Arizona and Green Bay were like the 2 top seeds. And now I got a feeling they'll be the 5th and 6th seeds in the playoffs. I think the Seahawks and Lions will get them buys. I really do, Dan. Because the Lions get the tiebreaker over the Packers. That's crazy. But that's
They still play each other once.
They play each other again?
Green Bay and Detroit is week 17.
That's the last game?
At Green Bay.
That's going to be the game. That's going to be for the division, don't you think? That's going to be for the 5th seed or...
The Eagles want both those teams to lose tomorrow in case one of those teams need to lose 2 in a row for them to get Eagles to get a wild card. Like if Detroit were to lose 2 in a row, the Eagles would get a wild card if they won out. But Detroit plays Chicago, so they'll most likely beat Chicago this week.
Yeah.
But if they didn't...
You always got to remember, though, Washington and the Giants are going to be out to try to spoil us.
Yeah,
and you know
doubt.
what? I think, with the Redskins, they hate the Cowboys more than us. The Giants, they're closer to us, so I think us and the Giants got more of a rivalry. But the Redskins, you're going to want to know. They're going to want to spoil Dallas. You know what I mean? More than us, But that's my football talk today. Tonight, maybe you'll be able to catch me, and I'll do some Sunday previews for tomorrow. But let me talk about Sledgehammer to Skulls, about my man, Triple H. And yes, the rumor, if you remember when Triple H and the Authority, after they lost and Sting came down and, made his WWE debut and Team Authority lost. And Triple H and Sting, it was the greatest, one of the greatest. Put the camera up on me, Dan. And him and Triple H were just looking at each other, and Triple H was like, turned around. Remember that, Dan? If you saw it, he was like, what the are you doing here? You're not part of this. He's like, you're not the franchise. And you could just read Triple H's lips what he was saying. Like, you're not the franchise. This is the WWE. This is my house. This is my ring. That's what Triple H. Then Sting dropped them. Whatever. The night after on Raw, if you can remember, Vince said, the only man Sting I'm sorry about is I got to spend the holidays with you 2 losers, meaning Stephanie and Triple H. So they all got in a limo. And Triple H put it up there. So the only one just looked over the limo and just looked around. Said something like, I know what I got to do now. What he meant by that, and I read on the internet yesterday, from a very good source, and it wasn't Sean's view, and I'm still waiting for you, Sean. All I want to do is debate you in a friendly podcast. No fighting words. Hey, what I say about your girlfriend, if I insult her, I insult you, it's whatever. It's fair game. You can insult me, you can insult my family. Well, no, you can't insult my family, but you can insult, whatever. You know what I mean? When I have a female on my show, I don't bring females on my show, but when I do, and you get my wet t-shirt contest will be filmed. That's another story. But like I said, that's less than 3 weeks away now. So, no, less than 4 weeks away now. But, Triple H, the King of Kings. Everybody says 2002 to 2005 was the reign of terror, Triple H. It wasn't a reign of terror. He was awarded the world title, if you remember, in 2002 by Eric Bischoff. And everybody said, well, they should have had a tournament. Why was it given it to Triple H? Well, I'll tell you why it was given to Triple H. Brock Lesnar at that time was the WWE Undisputed Champion. If you remember, Triple H won that at WrestleMania 18 against Chris Jericho. He won both belts. And then the next pay-per-view of Backlash, he lost to Hulk Hogan. And Hollywood Hogan's comeback. And then Hogan lost to The Undertaker at Judgment Day 2002. And then The Undertaker lost in July. He held the belt from May 02 to July 02. And he lost it in a three-way to Kurt Angle and The Rock. The Rock won it. Then The Rock lost it to Brock at SummerSlam 02. And then The Rock left for Hollywood. And then, as you all know, it's another story. In 2003, he came back as Hollywood Rock, which I think was his best character ever. But anyway, Brock jumped to SmackDown, okay? And they didn't have a title on Raw. It was in Madison Square Garden. Everybody says, oh, The Undertaker owns Triple H. At WrestleMania, he might. But I remember Triple H beating The Undertaker on Raw back in '97 when Ravishing Rick was still with DX. I can remember Triple H beating The Undertaker in the last two in Elimination Chamber 2 times. I can remember Triple H pinning The Undertaker a lot of times. You know what I mean? Them WrestleMania matches, alright. He's 0-3 at WrestleMania. But Triple H he is the game, and he is the man. And sledgehammers to the skulls are coming back. And what I mean by that is what's going to happen. He was given the title, and people said, oh, he shouldn't have been given the title. Ric Flair came out and said there should be a tournament held. For what? At that time, if you can remember 2002, all the stars were jumping to SmackDown because SmackDown was a new brand. We knew Raw was number one, but SmackDown needed the stars. You know what I mean? So they had Brock, they had Taker, they had Kurt, they had a young Cena. You know, Orton was injured, but he was on Raw, Batista, whatever. And that wasn't the reign of terror. That was Triple H. He was the best wrestler at that time, right, Danny Mac? And Sledgehammer to Skull means that he's coming back. And what he has said is that the only way I can get back, I know I'm not going to be in power, but to have any power at all, and this is the tweet and thing he wrote, I have to enter the Royal Rumble. He said, I know what I have to do now. I have to enter the Royal Rumble. I have to win the Royal Rumble. And then I have to win the WWE World Championship at WrestleMania. And you know what? Triple H at, what's he, 40? Yeah, I think he's 43. That's not old. I mean, look at The Rock. Him and The Rock are the same age. So, I mean, The Rock's 43, but The Rock don't look that banged up. But, I mean, I like Triple H. He's clicked for life. And I do think that that'll be interesting. And also, I think CM Punk is in cahoots with the WWE and will be at the Royal Rumble because Joey G will be at the Royal Rumble. And remember, everybody in Philadelphia, Danny, what's the thing? If Roman wins Rumble, we riot. Right, Danny Mac? If Roman wins Rumble, we riot. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Ryback. If Punk, Taker, or The Rock are not in that Royal Rumble, or Triple H is going to be in it. But if Punk, Rock, or Taker are not in that Rumble, Ryback or Triple H is winning the 2015 Royal Rumble in Philadelphia, January 25th, 2015, from Philadelphia at the Wells Fargo Center. This is Joey G. Subscribe to Joey G. Triple H, Sledgehammer to Skulls, baby. The King of Kings. This is Joey G. Going to the West Coast soon. Cousin-in-law, Danny Master. I'm waiting for you to reply to me. I'm coming out to L.A. I'm going to be big. I'm trying to make it big. So I'm going to be out there. I'm coming out the end of January or the beginning of February, right after the Super Bowl. It's Joey G, the genius, Joey Crack. But once you go Joey Crack, you never go back, baby. That's for all the females. Wet T-shirt contest coming up. Ryback will win the Royal Rumble, unless CM Punk's in it. This is Joey G. I'll get at you tonight with some review. Go Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles! To all the other NFL teams and the Cowboys, down here, Danny. Suck it. Peace.